The most unreliable people in the world are band members. You gotta love them.
We decided the next step was to talk to some artists and see why they needed a manager in the first place. We went to the one place unsigned bands thrive: Facebook. We ended up talking to bands all over the country to figure out why they want a manager and what they know about the job.
Calling a few times, can't get through. Well, if he just never responds back again. It's going good. It's going real good. Yeah. All right.
Cool.
Go. Awesome.
This is Jod. He's in a band called Royals out of Toronto, Canada. We decided to start with him because in addition to being a member of Royals, he's kind of adopted another important role in the band.
I play guitar, I do vocals, I write songs, but I also like kind of pseudo-manage the band. Like I came up with the release plans, I came up with like kind of the aesthetic and stuff we wanted to go with. I run all the social media accounts. I'm the one who, like, everybody that emails the band, I'm the one who responds to the emails. I'm like the primary contact for the band kind of thing when it comes to promoters and stuff. So it's like, in my case, I guess managing is kind of like being a booking agent and also being like a PR person because I'm always hitting up magazines. I'm also running social media kind of stuff. But also I have to like message everybody and let them know what's going on kind of thing at the end of the day. So yeah, I kind of do a bunch of things at the same time, if that made sense.
Let's pause there because he just brought up some great roles of an artist manager. So let's try and break it down. 1. Creating release plans, which would also involve the bands, any creatives, or a label if they have one, usually found by the manager. 2. Aesthetic, mainly created by the band, but manager is part of the process. 3. Social media accounts, can be run by manager and band, or just manager, or social media manager, usually found by regular manager. 4. Primary contact, pretty self-explanatory. 5. Promoting, which will most likely be handled by manager until a publicist is involved, which is usually found by a manager. 6. Booking, usually illegal for managers to do, can only be done by band or agent. Agent normally found by manager as well. Pretty simple, right? Now let's get back to it.
Would you ever consider moving outside and just doing management?
No, I'm a manager because I have to be a manager to this band. I don't particularly enjoy doing the things I do, but also I know if I don't do it, no one else is going to do it. When I was first starting out, I'd play guitar like 5 to like 10 hours a day sometimes. Like I could do, now I play guitar for 5 to 10 hours a week, if that, right? So it's like, yeah, it's a lot more me doing manager stuff than it is me being a musician. If somebody more experienced and who knows what they were doing ever like wanted to manage our band, I would be 100% down to step down from that role.
John was a pretty interesting case because he acts as a pseudo manager for his own band. We actually ended up finding another band with a pseudo manager. This is Rustin. He's part of the band Real Talk, who are currently signed to Anchor 84 Records out of Los Angeles. While Royals may have found their acting manager within their own band, Real Talk found their pseudo-manager in their own record label.
You're actually signed to a record label but don't have management. I feel like that's super rare.
We went to the recording studio, Always Be Genius, did a 4-song EP with the desire to really leave with a product that would allow us to get the interest needed, and it worked. We're really lucky in the sense that our record label is a really small team and they take a lot of pride and effort.
Do you want to explain like how the label helps you as a smaller band?
A label is more or less a bank loan. Really, they're just fronting you the money to be able to do a release, and then after they kind of make their money back, you can then kind of split the profits. Our label is super helpful in the fact that, you know, they help us with PR stuff, they help us with social media, they help us with graphic design stuff, which is often a lot of things that management has to do.
Let's see what else the bands had to say about managers.
If you were to give a general like 2 to 3 sentence job description of an artist manager, how would you describe that?
Let me try to see if I can sum it up in my own description of sentences.
I feel like a manager is supposed to do a lot of PR relations. that's kind of like what they really do, just PR.
Being a good manager, at least, like, you kind of have to be available 24 hours a day for whatever happens.
I don't want to say like the dad or mom because I feel like that's just overused.
They're just the parent of the band, because dealing with musicians is hard. Right now, I feel like I'm the older sibling, like, that raises the family, and I just want to be a sibling. I want a dad there or a mom there to do this job.
The manager should be the one who handles the business, like he keeps the business aspects in check.
Any manager that's going to take on a band is because they see potential in the band. They want the band to succeed, and they want the band to make money.
They're like the business face. Like, they're the one to, like, deal with the booking agents, deal with other managers, deal with labels, or deal with like, you know, all of that kind of stuff. What's the word that I'm trying to find for that?
Liaison?
Yeah, the liaison. There we go.
That's a beautiful word.
Do you guys feel like at this point with your band you need a manager?
No, honestly, booking shows is very easy.
I would love to have someone like in our corner, like someone kind of representing us.
I think with this group, we were so new at the point where we didn't quite know if we needed management.
You know, being in a touring band is a business, and you have to remember that, like, a manager costs money. At the same time, you're saving yourself money for your business by doing it yourself.
We've done everything on our own, which has been pretty nice, but I will be honest, we're at a point where doing stuff on our own would be nice to have a second.
Once we get to that level where we're so over encumbered by, you know, trying to take on other, like, tasks and stuff for the band, like, then yes, you know, if we're touring 4 to 5 months out of the year, then yes, I mean, I think it would be necessary to have a manager.
I think it's nice to have a third party who's not invested so much into the personal relationships or into the, like, the music itself.
When I reach out to people over email, I'll act like the manager. Like, hi, I'm Kyle Rutschland. I represent the band Havoc Faction. And until they dig a little deeper, be like, wait a minute, this mother is the singer of the band. It just sounds a lot more legit when you have someone else reaching out for you instead of you reaching out yourselves.
I think the benefits of having a manager outweigh the, like, whatever benefits are of staying independent. To get to the next level, you do need a team. You can't just do everything on your own.
What would you want them to be doing for you?
Oh, easy. Make sure that I have a gym to go to on tour, that we are fed every day, that we get to watch cartoons every day.
I do want him to be, or her, obviously, I'm gender neutral. Him or her, whoever our manager may be, I would like them. I want them to be charismatic. Like, when they are, like, reaching out to people, I do want them to have, like, this overall, like, aura that people just naturally, like, ooh, yeah, I want to work with this manager. Like, I like this person. I want to know who they represent.
Focus on PR relations. A decent manager, they have those connections.
The thing I'm missing is I don't have connections that other people might have. Whereas, like, some managers know people in the industry already and they could spread stuff word of mouth.
You know, it's all about the manager's relationship with the connections and everything. Because, yeah, we build our own right now, but we could focus on other things like content and, you know, booking shows, whatever, while somebody else takes care of those, you know.
I don't want to have a manager that could, like, step on toes or rub people the wrong way.
We don't really like to boss each other around.
So you'd rather just have someone else boss you around?
Heck yeah.
I don't want to be, like, the bad guy telling people things.
I want him to discipline us. Like, I for sure want him to keep on our asses.
Make sure they bring a whip in case we've been naughty.
Kind of like a control freak, but not too controlling kind of thing.
Someone that can let us be who we are. Well, that's the big thing, is trying to find the right representation to, if I wanted to wear a pink dress on stage, I shouldn't have an agent or a manager being like, no.
I don't want to be doing more than my manager. I think that's what I'm always scared of.
Making sure that we get a good deal with our, say we got a record deal, they're the ones looking over everything, making sure that we're not getting screwed over.
We want someone who will be able to work with us and just basically not rip us off.
I just have to see that that person is, like, one, as passionate about the band as I am and willing to do, like, all the work I already do plus, like, whatever more they do.
I want to be a nice symbiotic relationship.
Artists seem to expect a lot from managers. Looks like we're going to have a lot to unpack. Recap. What have we learned that an artist manager does?
A lot.
We've been studying this for 4 years. Do you know what an artist manager does?
No, we learned this.
They're the fence, they're the glue.
They're the dad.
They're also just people
Yeah, they are people.
who could be women.